Good morning. All right, guys, for today, here's our agenda. At first, we're going to look at our WOW planning sheet, and then I'm going to pick helpers to help clean out the room at the end of our workday. And after that, we'll have work time. So, guys, before we start class today, I did want to go over our goal. Can someone please remind me of what that is? Yes, that's right. So I can make a quality drawing, painting, or sculpture that takes at least 3 classes to make. And we're going to expand on that with our WOW planning sheet. So we're going to go ahead and look at the WOW planning sheet. You guys got this paper last time, and this is what it looks like. Can someone again remind me what WOW stands for? Yes, that's right. Wonderful original work of art. So we're going to go ahead and walk through the checklist of what it takes to make a WOW, just to remind us what we're supposed to do. So, can someone read off number 1? Yes, my work is original. So, what does original mean again? That's right, you made it on your own and you didn't trace. You can definitely look at someone else's work and draw it just like it, but I don't want you to put your paper on the screen and trace it. That would be cheating and taking someone else's work. So, number 2. That's right, I want you guys to research by using the iPad and looking up images on Google or YouTube or other websites. Just like with our beginning of the year wolf project, you guys used the iPads and saved a picture of a wolf that you wanted to draw. This is a similar process. And it's going to look different depending on what you're making. Can someone read off number 3? Yes, I have practiced. So we're going to go ahead and look at the bulletin board just to see what that would look like. Guys, it's going to look different depending on what you're making. Remember, you can make a drawing, a painting, or a sculpture. So this right here represents the practice and research phase. So right here you can see that I looked at a picture of a logo and I decided to draw it on the practice paper. For a painting, it's going to look a little bit different. For the painting, I decided to do a sunset, and I just wanted to test it out first to make sure I could do it on a bigger paper. For a sculpture, it's going to look different from person to person. You can show me a picture of what you want to make on the iPad. For a sculpture, sometimes it can be partially invented. For this one, I decided to make a boxy kind of cat. So I decided to draw it out first, just to kind of conceptualize what it was going to look like. Okay, and we also want to look over number 4. Can someone read out number 4? That's right. So my work took at least 3 class periods. Can someone tell me, why would I want you to spend at least 3 classes on the piece? That's right. So that you don't rush and that your work is high quality. Yeah, guys, just like in the video that we saw with Austin's butterfly, his first draft, he did it from his head and it was kind of quick. And then he got feedback from his peers and he improved his work and he took his time on it. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and look at our next goal. Guys, we're going to be using this as a formative assessment, basically just seeing where we're at. I need someone to read off our formative assessment grade level expectation. That's what it's called, a GLE. Yes, I can demonstrate openness in trying new ideas, materials, methods, and approaches in making works of art and design. So this is what the state of Missouri wants our 5th and 6th graders to know. Guys, with the WOW process, you're going to be proving that you're trying different techniques. And some of these techniques we already know. I just want to see it done with your own ideas. So I want to remind you guys, on the rubric, what we're looking for. And you guys, all of you have this paper. Here's what our success criteria rubric is going to look like. Okay, as you can see, you get a 3, a 2, or a 1 based on the criteria that you fit, depending on what you do. Like if you're making a drawing, I'm going to look for different things than if you were going to make a sculpture or a painting. But let's go ahead and read through this real quick. So, can someone read through the 3 column for drawing? Yes. So your WOW demonstrates that you know at least or that you demonstrate at least 2 techniques that we learned before. So that's cross-hatching, blending, and value. Can someone raising their hand remind me what those things are? Yes. Cross-hatching is going up and down and side to side to make sure you get rid of the little white spaces. Can anyone tell me if you see evidence of cross-hatching in this drawing? Yes, for the marker it's going to look a little bit different, but you can see that the white spaces are there's no white spaces in this particular drawing. So that would count for your cross-hatching point. Very good. So, number 2, value, well, yeah, you can read it, sorry. That's right. Value is the lightness or darkness of a color. Do you see evidence of lights and darks in this one? Yeah, I mean the red is lighter than the black. That shows evidence of value. Very good. And number 3, can someone read number 3? Yes. So blending is mixing together different colors. So remember guys, whenever you're going to blend, you want to mix together colors that are close to each other on the color wheel, like the blue and the purple, for example. Okay, so we're going to look at the rubric again. If you're making a painting, it's pretty straightforward. I want to see at least 2 different techniques. Can someone read out the different techniques? That's right. Blending, salt, wet on wet, wash, dry brush. Those are just a few of them. If you show evidence of at least 2 different techniques, then you'll get all of your points. Can someone tell me the sculpture one and then we'll go over it? Yeah, I want you guys to neatly cut out your pieces and then neatly assemble them and then neatly paint it. Let's go ahead and see if these ones fit that criteria. So for the painting, right here, can someone tell me how many different techniques did I cover? Yeah, right now it is really just blending. But in this portion, I actually added a drawing standard to it as well. Can anyone tell me what drawing component I added? Yeah, I mean, it is fitting the cross-hatching criteria because I didn't have any little white spaces. This would count as 2 things. That's really what I'm looking for if you want all of your points. So for the sculpture, I think it's clear to see that these are very neatly cut out and neatly put together. Guys, what I don't want to see as much is like, we don't want like gaps whenever you glue it together or like, poor craftsmanship. Can anyone remind me what craftsmanship is? Yes, that's right. Craftsmanship is the neatness of your work. So yeah, just like all of these should contain craftsmanship, I really want you to take your time and make high quality work. Are there any other questions before we get started? Great. You can get started.